stretch of Route 9 in Saratoga County, a car rolls to a stop in a parking lot. Inside, a man sits alone. He's 48. His name is James Dellea, and in his hands, a long gun. It begins with a 911 call. Details are thin, urgency thick. New York State Police respond. They follow the vehicle. They don't lose it. They don't rush it. They wait for the right moment, then watch as the driver pulls in, parks, and stays put. He doesn't run. He doesn't hide. He just waits. Troopers step out, gravel under boots, eyes fixed on the driver's seat. They approach, the ring tightening, measured, deliberate. Their voices are firm. Clear commands cut through the air. Drop the weapon, step out of the vehicle, hands where we can see them. No response. Inside the car, James Dellea holds the long gun. Outside, troopers surround the vehicle, forming a perimeter, each one watching for the slightest movement. Hands, shoulders, eyes. The angles matter. The distance matters. The seconds, those matter most. Drop the weapon, step out now. But he doesn't. He refuses to leave the car. The silence isn't empty. It's heavy. It stretches the moment. It sharpens every breath. Time slows in standoffs like this. Decisions compress. You can feel the tension even if you're just watching from behind the glass. The troopers give more commands. Repeat, hold, repeat. A situation teetering on the edge can still come back from the brink. Until it doesn't, there's movement inside the car. A shift, deliberate, calculated. The long gun rises, not toward the door, not toward the troopers, toward the passenger side window. Glass shatters. It bursts outward from inside the vehicle, an instant of chaos and clarity. The message is unmistakable. The standoff is changing. The room for error shrinks to nothing. After 3 gunshots shatter the silence, everything freezes. The dust hangs in the air. The parking lot goes still, and inside the car, the suspect, James Dellea, collapses forward. His chest rises once, twice. Troopers move fast. Commands overlap. Boots grind gravel. Body cams shake with adrenaline. Suspect down. Weapon secured. EMS to the scene. Now. James is pulled from the driver's seat, lifeless but breathing. His eyes half open, locked on something behind the troopers. Something only he can see. And then he whispers a single word. One so faint that even the microphones barely catch it. She. And he slips under. Within minutes, paramedics flood the scene. They clamp arteries, they push oxygen, they fight the clock with every tool they have. Pulse dropping. We're losing him. Move, move. By the time the ambulance pulls away from Route 9, no one knows if James will make it to the hospital alive. Inside the ambulance, the scene is pure chaos. Hands everywhere, machines beeping, blood pooling on the floor. He flatlines once. They bring him back. Saratoga Medical Center. The trauma team races him through sliding doors. The seconds stretch into a blur and then the doors close, leaving cameras, officers, and questions on the other side. Outside, the world erupts. Reporters swarm the entrance. Phones live stream. The public wants answers. Was the suspect armed? Did he fire at troopers? Was he alone? And why? Why was he whispering about a woman? Rumors spread faster than facts, and pressure builds. That night, the police hold a press conference. Under bright lights and colder stares, the spokesperson begins. At approximately 7:12 p.m., troopers encountered an armed suspect. The suspect discharged a firearm inside his vehicle. 3 rounds were fired by Trooper Rudolph. But the questions come harder than the answers. Was another person in that car? Who was the woman he mentioned? Why was he talking to someone who wasn't there? The spokesperson holds the line. The investigation is active. We are reviewing all body cam footage. But even he knows they're not telling the whole story because they don't have the whole story yet. Back at the parking lot, under the cold glow of forensic floodlights, Another team works in silence. They find something the troopers didn't expect. On the back seat, floor, hidden under a dark jacket, is a blood-stained hair clip. A woman's clip, fresh. Suddenly the entire case tilts. Maybe someone was with James earlier. Someone is still missing. And whatever happened before the police arrived didn't end when the troopers showed up. It began long before that. Inside the hospital, doctors fight for hours. Machines push blood into failing veins. Surgeons race through the damage. But at 2:11 a.m., the monitors go flat for the final time. James Dellea is pronounced dead. And the case shifts instantly. From a standoff to a death investigation to something darker that no one saw coming. Detectives whisper to each other as the night ends. Find the woman. If she exists, we're already behind. By morning, headlines explode across the county. Suspect dead after Route 9, standoff. Evidence suggests missing woman. Body cam raises more questions than answers. Who was the voice on the radio? The public sees a man shot by police. The investigators see a trail of clues. But under all of it is a question that will haunt the case for months. Was this a standoff, a breakdown, or the end of a story no one knew was happening? One man, one long gun, a whispered name, a hair clip covered in blood, and a truth waiting somewhere in the shadows of Route 9.